All right. So everybody knows who the Invisible Man is. He's basically a criminal with the power to turn invisible, and he's a maniac, and that power goes to his head, and he ends up doing terrible things, committing terrible crimes, but eventually he finds a sort of downfall. Um, this is different than that. This is the Invisible Man, um, the Marvel Comics version, who is more heroic, not as villainous. I found this and it absolutely astounded me. The Invisible Man, known as Dr. Gade, he's a scientist, right? But it's strange because I guess the idea is, how did they do this? Because this came out way back in like the 40s. You know, like, how did they do this without getting sued for the copyright of the Invisible Man? They don't have the Invisible Man copyright, and I doubt they paid a licensing fee just to be able to use the Invisible Man in some odd 3 stories that he's featured in. So I thought that was insane that Marvel Comics had its own version of the Invisible Man. And here it is right here. So I don't know how on earth this comic came to be, but I'm fucking excited as shit. I'll tell you that much. Dr. Gade, brilliant young scientist, cherishes the dream of advancing civilization and helping mankind by his experiments, but selfish money grabbers hope to forestall him. Okay, so let's assume, I'm assuming that he's the one that made the invisible serum in this telling of the tale. If this works, I'll create work-saving powers that will advance civilization 100 years. But you'll never finish it. As young Dr. Gade toils in his laboratory. Into the fire you go, chump. The sneaking assassin hurls the scientist into his own furnace. What the fuck? So he dies? Oh god, look at that. That fixes him. Now to collect the dough for that job. The hired assassin sneers as flames devour the laboratory. These flames, they do not burn me. It is the chemicals. But in the midst of the blaze, a strange miracle is taking place. I'm alive. Tuned to new vibrations, I am full of power. Out of the attempted burning comes a new scientific marvel, the Invisible Man. I have cooled off now, and I am invisible. How can I fix that? You can't fucking fix that. Unseen, but definitely solid, he turns his mind to the problem of using his strange powers. Okay, so chemicals superheated in the furnace somehow made, so he didn't make the invisible serum. So it doesn't really have much to do with the Invisible Man, except the name, the Invisible Man. He's actually a freak scientific experiment, and he has no idea how it came to be. A little disappointed in that, but let's see if this story can be salvaged. These vibrations fix everything. I can appear and disappear at will. Now for my revenge. Okay, so he is, I guess, manipulating reality on a subatomic level. He's kind of like the Ghost. You guys ever seen that? The Ghost. He's like an Iron Man villain. He showed up in the Armor Wars. I don't know. I'll do that at some point. But he's kind of like the Ghost. Basically, he's half ethereal, half solid, and he can move from solid to ethereal at will. Dr. Gade, the Invisible Man, learns the full extent of his capabilities and sets forth to do justice in his new life. Good work, my man. We're rid of Dr. Gade. Thanks, Mr. Sporvan. Sporvan, God, they could have come up with a better name than that. Anytime you want a guy bumped off, you can call me. And then at that very moment, in an office of unscrupulous money kings... Money kings, that's a good one. Gade was too troublesome. His inventions would have made life too easy, too cheap. Yes, we're here for money, not mercy. Oh, so they're like billionaire barons of industry type people. So that's why they tried to kill me. Well, there's a dead man's punch. Alright, not bad. I buy that. He's like a ghost. He's more like a ghost. He's like the Spectre. He's not like the Invisible Man at all. Help! Help! Get me loose! What's the matter? Nobody is even touching you because he's invisible. There it is. Out you go, and it's a 40-story drop. Sporvan, do you see what I see? And do you hear what I hear, Wymack? The end of the thug, and the beginning of the end of his employers. What, did he push him out a window? Yeah, it's a 40-story drop. I guess I'm assuming that this, whatever this is a window, which is crazy. This invisible man is definitely a murderer, at least. Voices out of nowhere. A man hurled to his death. I'm going crazy. No, it's real, and we both saw and heard. I'll lock us in. We'll be safer. No, you're not, because that motherfucker is the invisible goddamn man. Okay, so pressing a button on his belt, the invisible man appears before the shocked eyes of his enemies. So you're safe, are you? Locked in here with me? Dr. Gade, yes, he's alive. And yeah, he's more like a ghost. See, this guy's got the right idea. He's more like a ghost than he is the invisible man. He's not invisible, he's ethereal, which is altogether in ways more terrifying than the invisible man, because you can't even really touch him. Give me that key. We'll settle this all locked in together. I'll drill you, Gade. Does it work? Go on and shoot. Where am I? Vanished before my very... Okay, so he can't even shoot him. But before Sporvan can pull the trigger, his target is suddenly gone. This can't be happening, Sporvan. It's some kind of fake. The moment he shows himself, I'll let him have it. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's the finest thing you've ever did, Sporvan, shooting your partner. Ooh, got him in the chest. Quick, grab and jerk and the gun goes off. Boom. You've made me kill my friend. Now kill me. Okay, yeah, that seems fair. No, I'll leave that to the law. Listen, it's already knocking. Oh shit, appearing for a moment to speak his scorn. Hey, who threw that guy down from the window? It was the invisible man. It wasn't, he didn't even do that. I swear that I'm innocent. He is innocent. He didn't do that. And any of mine is an invisible man. He did it. Tell it to the Marines, not the cops. Oh my gosh. But he's telling the truth. He didn't do it. Cafe. Obviously there's a cafe back there. You haven't gotten me yet. Okay, so a desperate Sporvan makes a break from his captors. I'm in the clear. I'll find Dr. Gade's laboratory and finish him. Oh, look. Oh, they got the gats. Immediately shooting. Shrewdly tracing the invisible man to his new lair, Sporvan plots. I can be invisible too, in a way. Will he? Oh man, that'll be so cool if it's like two invisible dudes fighting it out. These rays make Gade become visible. If I can see him, I can kill him. How do you know that? How do you know that? How'd you figure that out? Explain it to me. Sporvan also deduces some of the invisible man's scientific marvels. Okay, fine. A few treatments and I'll be all right. His rays powered runs down and the invisible man returns to replenish it. Okay, so it's limited. Now I see you, Gade, and this is the showdown. I am going to tear you to pieces. The rays Sporvan is turned on bring the invisible man into view. This ought to settle you. Brave but weakened, the invisible man is getting the worst of it. Reeling back, the invisible man comes in contact with his power-giving machine. Oh, so he punches him straight back into the invisibility. Oh, you idiot. You gosh darn moron. How could you do this? There's a little dose of your own medicine. Yes, and his power is restored. Stop, I've had enough. Quit punching me in the face. Nah. You're on your way out right now. So he should just touch the machine. Sporvan should just touch the machine, and then it'll be Invisible Man versus Invisible Man. Why didn't they do that? He went this way. He's tough. Be ready for a fight. Meanwhile, the police are racing on Sporvan's trail. Yeah, what's going on in here? Why are you fighting yourself? Save me. Yes, save him. Save him from the Invisible Man. Hold on. Okay, stop. Okay, so the old disintegrator machine is in the corner and it's still working. I accuse this man. He did the murders, not me. Correct. As Sporvan tries to shift the blame on the Invisible Man, he didn't try to shift the blame. The Invisible Man killed him. He tossed him out the window. Okay. What kind of a screw joint is this? I'm innocent, I swear it. At that moment, the Invisible Man touches his belt and vanishes. Help! The Invisible Man has got me. Come down from there, Sporvin. What's going on? Oh my god. Look at ya, hovering in pure space like that, talking about an invisible man grabbing you. What are you, crazy? That's insane. While the police gape in awe, the invisible man hurls his enemy against the disintegrator. Who threw that guy? What's happening to him? Yeah, it's probably the invisible man he's been talking about. Ooh, what is that? And Sporvan is blown into atoms forever. I don't know if he deserved that. His revenge gained. The invisible man turns to his trials for his wonder scientific mind and body. Follow his trial and combat in the next issue of Mystic Comics. Sure, I'll read it. No one will ever believe this story. Now we'll report Gade and Sporvan as just missing. But they're not just missing. They were murdered by the invisible man. And you saw it. You saw him lift him up and throw him into the disintegrator. And I've got lots of adventures coming. This is terrifying. This guy is freaking terrifying. I take it back. At the beginning of this video, I called him heroic. Take it back. The Invisible Man, also known as Dr. Gade. A vile and degrading racket is that of the grave robber. Not a trace of the thieving culprits can be found until the Invisible Man, known as Dr. Gade, unleashes his weird powers on them. The Evening Tribune announces the latest of outrage. Okay, valuable jewelry stolen from the grave of a late financier. Yeah, that is pretty cruel. Dr. Gade, the Invisible Man, reads the news with intense interest. Another robbery. I'll have to look into this. Alright, you're probably gonna kill everybody, but I guess I can't imagine who would stoop to such a messy business. Then, at the hideout of Deadpan Louie, leader of the ghouls, everything is perfect so far, so we're going on another job. Tonight. I'm sending you boys to get some more of these buried eggs. Ha 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 ha! That night at the cemetery. Let's get this over with. Graves always gives me the creeps. Yeah, it's because you're a grave robber. You're a goddamn psychopath. They are seen by the cemetery watchman, but... What do you guys want here? Oh, okay, so they killed him. I came to pick daisies for my grandma. Oh, you rats. The old man hasn't a chance. They blast him with the gat. And then a voice from the dark startles the thieves. This is a nasty business, boys. Yeah, you see, this is more like it. Kill for kill, murder for murder. What's that? I thought I heard a voice. It came from the grave. Come on, let's get out of here. The Invisible Man grabs the last one by the neck. Help, I'm caught by a ghost. Yes, you are caught by a ghost. You are effed in the bee. And hurls him smack into his fleeing comrades. Ghosts, there must be hundreds of them. Dr. Gade presses a button to return to visibility. I guess that will settle those crooks. How does the button work? How does the button work? Because it's not technology. It's not powered by anything. It's a chemical change inside of his biology. So how does the button work? I tell you, boss, we saw a ghost. You fools, that was Dr. Gade, the Invisible Man. Alright, the men report to Louis. That's it, just Louis. That's him. He's the mob boss, Louis. Dr. Gade can make himself invisible when he wants to, but we'll get rid of him before morning. Yeah. Alright, let's see. It's a fight! I'll absorb some more of the invisible ray, then I'll get to the leader of the gang. He prepares for the final fight. Louis's men charge in to surprise the scientist. I don't know, but they charge in somewhere. They charge in the fucking yellow dimension, apparently. We don't have to hunt me, Mr. Wise Guys. I'm here. Well, so it's a Deadpan Louie. Oh, shit. Well, so it's Deadpan Louie. Oh, Deadpan Louie. That's an alright name. Not having time to press his button. Knock before you come in. God damn it. So they just know where he lives. They know where the Invisible Man lives. Better luck next time. I'll get you, Uwoof. Dr. Gade flies into action. This is to teach you birds a lesson. The recovered Deadpan sneaks up behind the scientist and boom! Smashes him. Smashes down with the gun butt. It's my turn to do the walloping. Yeah, okay, so what's gonna happen? I've got a nice wet treat in store for our Snoopy friend. The unconscious doctor is carried to the car. With a weight tied to him, Gade is hurled into the river. The cold water then revives the scientist. I've got to free myself in a hurry. Now do it slowly, please. Thinking the gangsters are still watching, now to reach the newspaper, he swims to a point downstream. Meanwhile, later, the papers announce his death. Dr. Gade, found drowned, $1 million secret buried with scientist. So he's done for, except he's not done for. He's not. We're going to get that $1 million secret. Louis and his men plan another grave robbery. That night, the thieves begin their fiendish work. What is buried? What did they bury? 1, he's not dead. 2, even if he was dead, his body's fucking invisible. So what did they bury? And what are they planning to... Come on, did you not think of that? Did you not... Whatever. Okay, there's nothing in the casket. Anyway, they haul out the freshly buried casket. Here it is, boss. Okay, boys, put it in the truck before someone comes along. Meanwhile, the police spot them. Our orders are to follow the truck. Okay, what's inside the basket? Okay, back at the hideout, Louis opens the casket and removes the paper. It's here, the $1 million secret. Suddenly, a hand from the casket reaches forth, and the invisible man appears. How? I thought you survived. I thought he survived. Didn't you see? We saw. He just went swimming off. He survived. Well, how is he in the casket? It's a ghost. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. No, man, it's the invisible man. How many times I got to tell you? The leader quickly recovers. Shoot him, stupid. You stupid fools. It is merely a trick. However, pressing the button, Dr. Gade, he fades from view. He won't get away this time. You won't need this. Here he is. Shoot him. Yeah, just shoot him. Okay, take that, hardhead. Yeah, okay. I have some visitors outside, but as he opens the doors, the cops! Policemen charge in with guns chattering. At 'em, boys. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. Look at this limp-wristed punch he gives fucking Deadpan Louis. The invisible man busts the leader on the chin. His name is Deadpan Louis. If I can remember it, so can you, makers of this comic. I did it. I did it. Only keep that guy away from me, please. The police take the blabbering Louis away, ending the grave robbing racket. Next, follow the mysterious adventures of the Invisible Man in the next issue of Mystic Comics. That one was a little better than the first one, but this Invisible Man character is strange. He's weird. I don't know how I feel about him. What do you guys think? He's kind of good, but kind of bad. I'm not getting it. It's a little bit weird. It's a little mysticism, a little bit scientific. I would have just liked it better if he was just more like the original Invisible Man. It's like, oh, there's a secret formula. It turns you invisible. You know? I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Dr. Gade, a young scientist. Wait a minute. They did that to make him intellectually separate. Because they didn't want to get sued. That's the ticket right there. That's what it is. Dr. Gade, a young scientist, by accident finds a way of becoming visible and invisible at will. Dedicating himself and his powers to justice, he discovers a murder behind the suicide of Janet Wayne, a pretty actress. Oh, look, it's the actress Janet Wayne. It is a suicide. How do you know that? How do you know that? You're just saying that. How do you know that? Where's your proof? At the height of her career, it's unbelievable. Thinking, ashamed to die so young. Oh, that's weird. You invisible in a room full of women, that's interesting, actually. That actually makes this more interesting. Quiet, Mary, you're making a fool of yourself. She was not herself. She was driven to suicide. There's something fishy about it. I understand. Her grief is too much for her to stand. She'll get over it. Oh, Jesus. Why is this so fuzzy? You nearly spilled the beans. Fatty will deal with you. What beans? My suspicions were right. A murderer behind the suicide. Fatty said to be here, and we're 15 minutes late. Oh, some hideout they have. Yes. The Invisible Man is following you. What's the idea? I said be here at 11, goddammit. Fatty, you're responsible for Janet's death. You hounded her and ruined her life. Shut up, or you go the way of Janet. Oh, socked the woman. Loudly he screams, this will teach you to respect women? Yeah, and this will put the fear into your heart. Can it be invisible justice? Fuck. That's crazy. Yes, Invisible justice in person. Okay, well, you got him. You avenged her. You will learn crime doesn't pay, fatty. A snooper in a circus outfit. Look out. Ooh, snooper. Got him with a crack. Good work, Slade. We'll put him out of the way. Take that for bringing your friends into this. Oh, okay. So what are they? Oh, they're going to do the classic, we'll tie him up and say, we could just shoot him. We could just shoot him. But you know what? You know what I'm thinking? Tie him to a chair and we'll just set everything on fire. And then we'll just walk away. Nah, don't shoot him. That's fine. Fire will probably handle it. It'll be slow torture before he dies. This is the first arson job I did since I was sent up the river. And then Dr. Gade is lashed and helpless in a rapidly burning garage. Fire, it's sweet of them to leave me to burn like a trapped rat. This little trick should work unless I'm lost, okay? Patience, it takes a little time to burn the ropes. But we established in the first episode that... We established in the first episode that fire doesn't harm him at all. So... Well, I guess they didn't know that. Whatever. I have a personal grievance against Fatty. What's that? A wallet? Why, that's a picture of a motor sailor. Bet he's taken Mary aboard. Aboard her, Fatty's carelessness will be his undoing. Fireman, I'd better be invisible now. Yeah, okay. Hey, what's that? It's the fucking Invisible Man. He's stealing my car. Yeah, he's stealing the car. Fucking Jesus Christ. This guy commits just as many crimes as the criminals. There's a motor sailor. Now I'll have my revenge. Yes, now is my chance. We'll toss her overboard at Cape May. No, you won't, because the Invisible Man is here. Quiet, Mary. Don't show yourself. Leave them to me. The invisible individual. Yes, number 1. Tear the distributor wires and stop the boat. Her engine's dead. The motor sailor drifts aimlessly. Swell, time for the engines to quit. Unfurl the sails, boys. Darn it, that engine like to work. Yeah, darn that engine. I don't like to work. Yeah, me neither. Alright, now number 2. It's filling the program nicely. The ship is jinxed, Fatty. Oh, he cut the ropes. Okay, that's fine. So you're the one who's responsible for this mess, Mary. Killer! Yeah, as you should have. If you were any good fucking criminal, you would have just killed her. Get the dope before the sharks make a meal of him. Yeah. Number 4 now. What's number 4? He's gonna set something on fire? How do you like it? Oh, look at all the... Oh, they're all in the water now. Bitter justice for the murder of Janet Wayne. Justice has had its course. I'd advise you not to say anything about it. They'd think I'm crazy. Dr. Gade touches his belt and becomes visible. Officially, the yacht blew up and killed Fatty. I owe it to you to give me a chance for a new life. Next month, the Invisible Man strikes terror into the hearts of hardened criminals. Except he doesn't, because he would never show up again. And you know what? I'm surprised he got 3 stories. It's a little bit weird. There's just so much here that doesn't make sense. You know, like... First he had no problem with killing, then he does, but then it's like, it just doesn't make any sense. Is he a hero? Is he a vigilante? How does the invisibility thing work? What caused the girl to commit suicide? How does he know that any of these men are even responsible? They just, this woman just kind of, what's her name? Mary just kind of blames this guy, and then the Invisible Man is just kind of after him. Did he bother to look into any of this? Does any of this make any sense? Does it make sense to any of you? I don't care. That's fucked. It's effed. It's all down here. I'm surprised this guy. There's much better characters who got less than 3 stories. I don't think this guy is worthy of 3 stories. I don't think he's very interesting. And I should be happy because it's a cool gimmick. He's invisible. He's like sabotaging stuff, and you know, it's a cool gimmick, but it just is not used well. Somebody could have wrote a better story here, but I guess that's the end of it. See, like, okay, she's fucking... I guess we're supposed to infer that these people killed her, but it's not really... But then it's not a. I don't know. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done. I gotta move on to the next one. I don't know. You let me know. What do you guys think of Marvel's Invisible Man? By the way, this isn't Marvel's only version of the Invisible Man. It's not. In fact, there was another Invisible Man that was based off of the novel, and that one is infinitely better. That's part of Marvel's like classic novels series. Something that if I can get my hands on it, I would love to read for the channel. Who's to say I can get my hands on it though? But anyway, that's it for this one. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.